Hi, welcome to Smoky Joe's Passover Kitchen. So today we're going to make traditional Ashkenazi Charoset. We're going to start off with, of course, our apples. We've got walnuts, cinnamon, a pinch of salt, red wine, and just a teaspoon or so of honey. Got lemon for lemon juice to make acidulated water, because when we cut the apples, we're going to drop them into the acidulated water so that they don't turn brown. Make sure you've got no lemon seeds in there. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, I've got a few walnuts here. And the reason why I left them out is I just wanted to show you how I cut them. So you don't have to use whole walnuts or halves. You can use the store-bought pre-crushed walnuts, but I like to be able to control the consistency of what I'm making. So, you know, I'm looking for pieces of walnuts, and I'll show you, that are about that big, if you can see. That's, for me, the perfect ideal size for a walnut for the Charoset. And the same thing with the apples. I don't want the chunks too big. I want them relatively small. We're not going to use a food processor to make this recipe. It's all done by hand. That helps to control the consistency. You could use a apple core for this, but when it's just 3 apples, I find that it's just as quick to do it by hand. I leave the skin on. I think that everyone does. I don't think I've ever seen somebody make charoset without skin. I don't know if you can see that, but that's the approximate size that I am looking for. And I'm just going to drop it into the acidulated water. Okay, so I've got all my apples cut, and as you can see, they're nice and white, crisp, because I used the lemon juice, the acidulated water. They didn't turn brown at all. And somebody asked what kind of apples to use. You can really use almost any apple that you like. A Macintosh. I don't recommend a Delicious, a Red Delicious. I find them to be kind of mealy, and they don't have a lot of snap. But a Fuji or a Gala or a Crispin, something like that, all wonderful. Okay, so same bowl that we were soaking the apples in, and we're just going to add our walnuts, and we're going to stir that up a little bit as we do that. Adding 1 cup of walnuts to the 3 apples. And already it's starting to look like Passover. And here we've got a teaspoon of freshly ground cinnamon, and the quality and the freshness of the cinnamon is very important. And you can see a little pinch of salt as well, and that's just going to help bring out and round out all of the flavors. Okay, we're going to give that a toss. Starting to smell like Passover. And we've got half a cup of dry red wine, and yes, you can absolutely use grape juice if you want to make this alcohol-free, or somebody doesn't like alcohol. I actually have a guest who's allergic to wine. And it's starting to look like charoset. I find that this dish is best made the morning of Passover, because while you want it to be fresh, you want it to sit just a little bit, because that's when the flavors are going to blend. And I've just got this little bit of honey just to bring in a little more touch of the sweetness. And as it sits, the flavors are going to meld. So let me just show you what it looks like. That is a beautiful traditional charoset. Spread that on some of your matzah, and you are all set. It's been wonderful cooking with you. I hope that this helps you make a wonderful Seder table, and we look forward to celebrating with you in the days to come.